This is our mission, to look better in our 30s than we did at 25. No extremes, no daily calorie counting, just living an intentional, balanced lifestyle that also gives us results to look and feel our best. Here are the rules. Rule number 1, be intentional with our nutrition. Weekly meal planning, balanced meals, and portion size based off the nutritional phase we're in. Maintenance, build, or cut instead of tracking every single bite. Rule number 2, prioritize recovery, sleep, and stress management just as much as training. Rule number 3, train with intention, progression, and purpose. And rule number 4, every 8 weeks, we document results, lessons, and setbacks. Good morning. Welcome officially to week 1. I am so excited to commit and have purpose and have a long-term plan and a long-term vision again. Because if I'm completely honest with you, the last couple of months, I've just been eating at maintenance, steady calories, okay training, but to be honest, I've been coasting. My back's been flaring up a little bit and I've been showing up, but I haven't been really showing up, So I'm done with that. I'm creating structure, purpose, and intention, and I'm excited to bring you guys along, and I'm excited for you guys to do it with me. So this week is about momentum, reconnecting with training, setting some really good measurable goals, rebuilding focus, and setting the tone for what's to come next. I've got so much planned this week, so I can't wait to bring you along with everything that we do. So I've mapped out the next 12 months. We are doing 7 8-week blocks where we're going to be cycling through periods of performance, eating at maintenance calories, building muscle, so eating a calorie surplus, and then a fat loss phase, which is where we are going to eat in a calorie deficit for the goal to change the actual composition of my body. So I have more muscle, less body fat, so that I look leaner, I look more toned at my maintenance level, essentially, like right now. At the end of every 8-week block, I'm going to do a review, a reset video, and I'm going to show you guys the progress that we made, the lessons that we learned, and I'm going to let you guys know everything that we're changing moving into the next block and potentially into the new phase. So I'm going to be walking you through the phases as we go, but for now, I am focusing on performance. Because essentially right now, I just want to maintain my current weight, my current level of leanness. Bit of backstory, I did a bulk last year and then I did a Carter starter this year. So now I just want to kind of enjoy that over summer. And then next year, we are going to be ramping things up and changing phases. Whilst eating at maintenance, focusing on performance, here I'm really going to be optimizing my training and still making sure that I'm progressing to essentially continue to recomp my body, aka lose body fat and build muscle at exactly the same time, which you absolutely can do at maintenance calories, as long as you're eating enough protein and you are strength training and applying progressive overload. The most important thing. Unpopular opinion, but I personally love the performance phase. Maintenance is my favorite place to be. Literally eating as much as what I'm burning. I feel good. I feel energized. I'm not thinking about food. I'm not in a diet mentality. I feel like I've got so much freedom. And honestly, I truly believe that this is actually where it starts for most people. Because at the end of the day, you can eat in a calorie fat loss phase and you can be restrictive and you can lose weight, but actually being able to maintain it is a skill on its own. So I'm excited to bring you along for the next 8 weeks where I'm going to be talking about how I'm navigating this phase. And when we hit the next phase, you'll understand why this phase is so important and why this foundation matters so much. So across the 12 months, we're going to be measuring our progress in 4 different ways. The first one is going to be progress photos, so we can actually see the difference with our body composition. Are we building muscle? Are we dropping fat? Is the composition of our body actually changing? Second, we are going to be using the scale, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the scale trend, not one single way in, a trend of data gives us such good information with our nutrition. Because essentially, it tells us if we're fueling our body properly. It tells us if we're in a deficit, it tells us if we're at maintenance calories, or if it tells us we're in a surplus, essentially. So we will be weighing ourselves. I'm going to be doing it 4 times a week. It took a long time for me to have a good relationship with the scale. For a long time, it used to trigger the shit out of me because if it wasn't going down, my day was ruined. I was failing. I wasn't doing good enough. I made it personal. I had a lot of worth and value tied to the scale. So I had to, overcoming that has been the greatest gift. And this is why I encourage women to lean into it, because it's like we can avoid our triggers and our behaviors, or we can rise above it, because when you can use it, it's such good data. Because when we can look at it as purely data and not make it mean something about ourselves is when we can use it to our advantage, because then we know if we need to change something or not. Then we know if we need to eat a little bit more, eat a little bit less, adjust our nutrition accordingly. So while it's not a measure of like body composition progress, it's just a data point to help us make really good decisions. Now, the third way we are measuring progress is through our lifting and through the gym. Every third program that I do is going to be a strength-based program. So 2 months of hypertrophy training, so focusing on building muscle, and then 1 block of strength. The reason why I love to do this is so then I can compare month 3 and then month 6, and then look at the progression. I do the exact same set exercises, the exact same, so then I can look and be like, sweet, my back squat increased, my deadlift increased, because that's the goal. We want to be able to increase our strength in the gym because that is correlated with building more muscle. Then the last thing that I'm going to be measuring is just my overall vibe, essentially. Is my menstrual cycle on time, my energy levels, and then also my overall happiness and vibe. Because I know if I'm overtraining, if I'm not recovering properly, if I'm not sleeping well, I get cranky and really low energy, and I just want to veg out on the couch. I get in these really vicious spirals of just numbing out and watching reality TV, Love Island. No shame in like watching one episode, but when I'm binging it because I'm feeling shit, because I'm not looking after myself, red flags. So those are the things that I'm going to be looking for, because like I already said, this is not just about aesthetics. It's also about feeling my absolute best, especially now being 31. And I know there's going to be a lot of people listening to that being going, you're so young, but maybe you are younger than me and being like, oh my God, I don't want to be 10, 30. 30 is not so bad. It's actually really good. But yes, we're in our prime, we're in our 30s, so we want to look and feel our best. It's week 1, let's freaking go. I'm very excited about this because we are training a full body. We're going back to 4 full body days and I am excited about it. So let's get into it. Just got home from the gym and I am having a little snack. I made these brownie protein balls, and I made them with dates, and I haven't used dates in a while in a protein ball, and I forgot how good it is. But anyway, when you've been consistent for years with the gym, it's not necessarily about discipline anymore. It's more about drive, because like I love exercising. I love how it makes me feel. I love getting stronger. But lately, I caught myself half-arting shit. It's just like, this is not how I want to train. This is not going to get me the results that I want. So essentially we're cleaning this up, because comfort zones do not create growth. And I'm ready to go from okay to great. That's the vibe. And honestly, something happened at the gym today that I was honestly just like so proud of. So I was at the gym today and I was doing some chin-ups. And I was so flattered because a lady came to me and she was like, oh my God, you look so great. And that's my goal. I want to be able to achieve what you're doing right now. And I was just like, oh, it's taken me a while, but I really appreciate that, because it does take a lot of effort and intention to be able to progress pull-ups and chin-ups and all of those things. But I laughed because essentially like I hadn't felt that way in a really long time. Like my back's been sore and I've just, my training hasn't felt amazing. So to be complimented on being intentional, looking strong and getting it done just was like, yeah, this essentially just anchored me back into my purpose of why I strength train in the first place. Not only to look and feel my best, there's nothing better than feeling strong and feeling empowered, but also to inspire others to get strong. You guys, it's only been 1 week, but everything just feels different. Obviously, my body hasn't changed yet. However, my mindset has. And I feel excited again. And I feel inspired. And I feel, so ramped up to go to the gym and train hard and to eat well. It's just so crazy how much good structure and having a solid plan really helps with motivation and excitement. So yeah, I'm feeling good after a full week. I've got absolutely no back pain, which feels so amazing after weeks of struggling with it. And yeah, I'm just super excited about this whole thing. So let me know down in the comments, everything or anything, questions you have, anything you want me to cover throughout this series, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I want this to be an open book. So leave me a comment down below and I will absolutely answer that for you, or / show in a video, because this whole series is not about being smaller. While it's not necessarily about aesthetics, for me, it's deeper than that. Like, yeah, it's cool to look good in a bikini. Not gonna lie, do love that. And it's also just so freaking amazing to feel so good, feel strong, feel healthy, and have so much energy and just feel good, essentially. My goal in life is literally just to feel good. So if you're in your late 20s or in your 30s and you feel like you're doing everything right and nothing is changing, come with me on this journey and let's do this together. Next week is going to be very nutrition focused. We're going to be doing some meal prep together. I'm going to break down how I'm planning my meals, what I'm eating, to give you some inspiration and essentially some systems and some processes on how to actually execute and build healthy habits that actually last. Because when you get that is when you're going to see a sustainable result, because it's built on a system, not off motivation. The key difference. All right. Thank you for being here. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll see you guys next week.